have traveled across the length and breadth of Africa, and I've not seen one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high morals, values, people of such caliber, that I do not think we can conquer this nation ever, unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is a spiritual culture and heritage. Therefore, I propose that we replace her old and ancient system, her culture. For if the Africans think all that is foreign and English is good and greater than what they have, all of what they own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them to become, a truly dominated nation.
Yes.
This was Sir Lord Macaulay's address to the British Parliament on the 2nd of February, 1835. Expulsus paratus, restituta commercia, pirates expelled and commerce restored. If Bahamians are not prepared to stand and fight for their own Bahamas and defend it, then you do not deserve it. Selene Oscar Pinling. Mr. Chairman. Distinguished Toastmasters and guests, good evening. I can clearly remember as a young Bahamian in my primary school social studies class, where I was told our country has no natural resources. Tourism is our #1 industry. Yet Sir Roland Simnett had been exporting aragonite from the 1950s. There was also oil exploration and drilling as early as 1947. Yet they told me all we have is sun, sand, and sea. Brainwash education is what they gave me. I stand here in front of you a product of the environment set by the oligarchs of this great nation, with my head held high, knowing that I've been tricked and lied to all my young life by people I admire and respect. I am still proud to be Bahamian. Robert Mugabe once said, and I quote, "Keeping people uneducated and not allow them to escape poverty. People trapped in poverty are easily manipulated." The grassroots. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I challenge you. Educate yourself. Carpe diem. Make the most of the present so that you can secure your future. This is the greatest and wealthiest country on earth per capita and in natural resources. We have one of the largest oil reserves in the world, more than some Middle Eastern countries. Do you believe me? A few months ago, Prime Minister Minnis signed over $1.2 trillion worth of crude oil. Yes, $1.2 trillion worth of crude oil to a foreign entity. We are the only country in the world where citizens do not benefit from its natural resources. Education and healthcare should be free.
That's right.
No school is supposed to be better than the next in our country. Bahamians today have become lackadaisical in their approach towards things because we never had to fight for our freedom like our forefathers did. We are, for the most part, a peaceful and laid-back people, unlike our Asian brothers to the south, who actually freed themselves from slavery and have been blacklisted by France ever since because they were viewed as property and not people. I will give you an example of Bahamian pride. When growing up, the worst insult that can be hurled at you is that you looked or smelled like a Haitian. They're human beings as well. Brainwash education again. They taught us to hate. Still I stand here proud because we must believe in our great Bahama land. The oligarchs of our country have turned us against each other while they wine and dine together and laugh at our stupidity. A prime example of this is the two-party political system that we have. Most of these people are friends, business partners, and families. Here's an illustration. Focal, Freeport Oil Company Limited. Bradley Roberts, PLP. Sorville Turnquest, F&M. Alison Maynard Gibson, and the late Bismarck Coakley, just to name a few. You want to tick me off? Try insulting my intelligence. We live in a different day and age. There are young, brilliant minds in this country. We are smarter and more intuitive than most of the old guard. Stop playing with our minds. Mr. Grammarian, pardon my colloquialism, but I'm a proud Bahamian. And they ain't goosey meat. I'd like to commend one of the most successful businessmen of my generation, and maybe in the history of this country, Mr. Sebas Bastian.
Amen.
I'm not sure of the figures, but he's made a few $100 million under the profit under the noses of successive governments. They now want to tax him and his counterparts. Does anyone say anything when super value price gouges at hurricane time? Why not increase the tax on the oil that they've been stealing? Why not increase the tax on the aragonite that they've been exporting for more than 50 years? Aragonite is sold for $900 per metric ton on the international market, while the Bahamas receives a measly $2 out of that $900. This is preposterous.
Someone getting added.
890, 800.
What about our sovereign wealth fund?
Watch that from
What about our sovereign wealth fund? Which countries like Dubai, the Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia, even Alaska has. Where citizens, once lineage is proven, receive checks from the actual sale of the natural resources from the country. We do not charge for our airspace. We do not charge for our waterways, which we can also benefit from. Expulsus paratus, restitution, commercia. Pirates expelled and commerce restored. Yeah, right. They're robbing us blind, man. You Bahamians don't realize how powerful this archipelago is. They want what we have. The world does. But the average Bahamian is too blind to see. Our leaders, our people of today lack testicular fortitude.